Well, hello everybody. My name is Andrew Hagslin. I'm just gonna be doing my movie review, and I've seen this movie. I haven't really seen it before, but it's called Men in Black 3. So here we go. I saw this movie with my sister and with my dad, and it was really interesting. Pretty basically, it's about the same story, the same on the same scale they use, and it kind of has like a really different storyline to it. But it has a brand new villain. His name is Boris the Animal. I'm gonna talk about, the acting and the casts and role models in this movie pretty soon, but and their performances as well. But right now, I want to talk about this movie, and I want to just do this movie review, like right now, starting right now. So, if you haven't seen the first two movies of Men in Black, you'll probably know that this is a third and the next, third movie that they actually possibly made. And when this movie came out when this movie came out just a few days ago, I didn't get a chance to see it. I knew it was gonna be a really good movie. Plus, because it has Will Smith on the other hand and Tommy Lee Jones from Batman Forever. And I just wanted to tell you guys that you know this movie is gonna be really cool because it stars Agent J and Agent K, and this movie is actually a really cool movie. So here's my review on it. So the story is similar to both of the two movies for Men in Black. For the Men in Black trilogy. You get to see a few scenes that kind of conclude with the movie, and there are kind of some funny moments in this movie, but I'm not going to talk about them right now. I'm going to talk about the main storyline here. Now, it's a very different storyline, and a different pace, adds to the excitement, so here we go. In the, in the future, there are two agents. The first one is Agent K, who is played by Will Smith, or possibly no, who was played by Tommy Lee Jones, and the other is Agent J, or no, Agent K, played by Will Smith. So, two of these agents are very top secretive, and they go and they try to catch aliens, and they look out for extraterrestrials, which means that the aliens could be anywhere, and possibly this movie is really funny in a lot of scenes. Because if you guys haven't seen this movie, I recommend you go check it out. It's a really awesome movie. And on the other hand, I just did enjoy it for a couple of reasons. Because this movie isn't like a really bad sequel. It's not a follow-up to the two movies. It's actually the next third movie they actually made so far. And I believe that this movie was actually made. I believe this movie was actually made a few days ago. So I could be wrong here, but I'm not really wrong when I say that this movie was made 2 days ago. But yeah, um, so I'm gonna tell you guys the story. Anyways, so Agent K has to go back in time and figure out what happened, or not figure out, or sorry, Agent J has to go back in time and figure out what happened to Agent K, because Agent K, Tommy Lee Jones in this movie, he kind of tries to kind of go back in time to save the older Agent K, or sorry, yeah, yeah, of course, like that. He tries to go back in time to save the older Agent K and try to get the younger Agent K back. So Will Smith, Agent J, is trying to figure out what's going on here, and basically he doesn't trust aliens. Now, if many of you remember Will Smith, he was in the those movies like I, Robot, and the other movies like I Am Legend. He's a really awesome actor, and I can say for a few reasons why he was in those movies. It's because he could kick butt anytime, and just because Agent K isn't really, or sorry, Agent J isn't really kind of someone who could kick butt, and kind of try to stop the aliens, does not mean he's really that bad at all. Agent J is actually a very good character, and I believe that he actually, when he puts on the glasses, he's really funny at first, but eliminating like extraterrestrials would be a very hard job, at least for him. So I like him, and I also like Agent K, Tommy Lee Jones. He plays in Batman Forever, and well, and he plays in Batman Forever, and he plays in Batman Forever, and he plays in Batman Forever. And all I can say is that he's a really good actor. There is nothing, and people are judging and saying, why is he playing in this movie? Is it because he's really bad? He's not a really bad actor. Guys, give me a break here. First of all, if you guys don't know what this movie's about, it's about a new villain called Boris the Animal, who has, he has taken control, and they have to go back in time to stop him. So if time travel really existed, it wouldn't be possible to travel back in time to when, like, you first were born or something. Because I don't think time travel really exists. But still, you guys, on the other hand, Agent J, which is originally his name, he goes back in time so he can stop Boris the Animal. Now, Boris the Animal looks kind of like this scary-looking guy with no eyes. He has, like, two of these things around his eyes, like circles, and he has, like, no arm. He's, like, missing his right arm, and believe me, that's really just really creepy looking, because this guy, he ain't playing around. And when he's after, like, the agents, he's, like, when he's not playing around at all, he's, like, really serious, because if he takes control of anything, including time, he will not be stopped, and the agents are going to have more than just a bigger problem on their hands. Now, I'm not really sure if you guys know this, but, I love the cast and acting, and all I can tell you is the performances are very well, done, and, they just acted in the most possible way that ever actually never appealed to me before like this. Because in some movies, like The Amazing Spider-Man, The Avengers, or The Dark Knight Rises, I found out that, those superhero movies were actually really good movies. And this movie is actually it's also a really good movie because there's actually some depth and perspective to this movie that you actually get to see every once in a while. So, the main villain, Boris, can be really scary, and of course, there's a lot of things, that I like about the performances. First of all, I love Will Smith. He is a legend and not to be forgotten at all, because he is just so awesome, and you will remember him, like, every time you see him in a movie. Like, he's just gonna kick butt. So, certainly, Will Smith is actually a very good actor, and he's been in so many movies, and he's just, nails the role completely better as Agent, J. So I found out that Will Smith is actually a very good actor and has a depth of personality to his characters in each of his movies. So he's not only acting for the money, he's also acting for the roles that he's playing. So you get a perspective of actually what he does in the movie. So that's really cool. Anyways, I also like Tommy Lee Jones. He played as Two-Face in Batman Forever, and I just think that the entire roles and casting about these characters is really amazing. So yeah, you guys, I like the performances here, and I also love the soundtrack, and it's just really well done, really well composed. This soundtrack is actually really suspenseful at times, but still, I don't mind the sound effects because I love this soundtrack. And I also love the funny scenes and the funny humor in this movie. Just like so many scenes where they're chasing after this bad guy, Boris the Animal, and they're trying to track him down, hunt him down, and locate him. I think that it gives a depth of personality to what you're seeing in a real action movie, and then, just seeing how the sci-fi movie actually really controls what you're really seeing. Because in reality, there are no bikes or futuristic bikes where you go and you have to kind of like go around and chase after a bad guy that you're on. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. Some of the parts like where they're going on this futuristic kind of looking high-tech equipment, it doesn't actually work like that. And modern technology like this, like now these days, actually doesn't work at all like this because, you can't have a futuristic bike and you can't actually take it because now these days it's really expensive to have a futuristic bike, because like now these days it really is expensive to have a futuristic bike. And yeah, you guys, overall, I love this movie, and don't get me wrong, everything that I love is the positive role models, and I love the scenes where they're going to places and eating, and they're talking, having a really quick chatter conversation with each other. And I think this movie is, in my opinion, the best action movie and spy movie there is. Actually, it's not really a spy movie; it's a sci-fi movie. Actually, it's not a. Actually, it's not a spy movie; it's a sci-fi movie. So. Um, Sorry, guys, but anyways, overall, this movie is actually a really great movie, a great sci-fi movie, and not really a spy movie. So I am giving. Let's see what I'm gonna give. Men in Black 3. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 rating. A 10 out of 10 for the soundtrack, and a 10 out of 10 for the cast and roles of this movie. Excellent movie in my opinion. I think it works out with Men in Black 3 fans who will enjoy Will Smith, and I just think Will Smith is actually a really great actor. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Don't forget to tell me what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you think, guys. If you have a very quick response, I will respond to questions about this movie. And thank you all for watching this review. And also, and thank you all for watching this movie review. And until next time, I'll see you guys pretty soon. Peace out, dudes.